I'm live. All right, cool. It's not exactly like I'll have to change the title and stuff, but yeah, I am officially live. Guys, 3 minutes. We'll start in 3 minutes. We'll start in 3 minutes. We'll start in 3 minutes. Think about that first question, guys. All right. Think about that first question. What does it mean to live in the present? Then I will call you guys up. All right. What does it mean to live life in the present? What does it mean to live life in the present? Living life in the present. Who lives life in the present? Or who is like one of those people who like doesn't live life and plans everything out and all that jazz? So what does it mean to live life in the present? Living life in the moment. What does it mean to do that? Keep that in your mind, okay? Keep it in your mind. And also, guys, it is a lot. I'm going to be live. I am trying to do a different variation. I'm making it a vertical live. It might not be your cup of tea, but I'm trying to get people watching. So I was going to do a YouTube stream. I'll have to do that a different night, though, where you guys have an opportunity to come up on my YouTube channel. So that is kind of what I was trying to do as well. Okay. So I think I will we'll go ahead and get started, I guess. All right. So I'm going to open up the stage right now, guys. So the first question again is, what does it mean to live? Where's my notes? Where's my note taker? All right. What does it mean to live in the present? Why is it sometimes hard for people to focus on the present? And how can living in the present help someone feel less stressed? Now, if you do raise your hand, I do not want to hear uhs and ums or what's the topic. I'll remove you right away. You will not be part of it. So have a concise answer. All three questions are in one. So this is an all-in-one question. So just go through it piece by piece, okay? All right. We'll bring up Pain. All right. Pain has been helpful. I will love him to come on up. So let's do this. All right. Hello, is it Pain or Pine? Pain? Hello, Pain? Nope. All right, Pain maybe is having internet issues. Anyone else want to come up in space with me? Well, not in space, but who else would like to come up? Alucard, would you like? Okay, Scoogie. I'm taking a risk on that name.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Cool.
Do you have any idea what we're talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. What was the question?
It was, why is it sometimes hard for people to focus on the present?
Yeah, so well, first of all, it's what does it mean to live in the present?
For me, simply it means to be spontaneous.
I like that. Yeah, definitely. I like that. I actually like that's actually a very precise, simple, straight to the point answer. So along those lines, why do you think, in your opinion, generally speaking, why is it sometimes hard for people to focus on the present?
Well, seemingly it's hard for people to focus on the present for several reasons. Because they overdwell, they overplan over the future, they're having dreams instead of goals. Their plans are hardly conceivable sometimes. Also because, when you have a proper goal, you have to have a process to do that goal. You have to go through steps, not just simply dream about the happy end of the goal without thinking about the pain you go through to achieve it. And I think that's what caused people to have these hard times while realizing their goals or dreams.
Oh, Skooky, you're nailing it, dude. I feel like we should be switching places. It's almost like you prepared for that, like, in a matter of seconds. That's amazing. What was the third part of the question? Okay. So, in your opinion, how can living in the... I think you kind of touched on it, but you can expand. How can living in the present help someone feel less stressed?
helps a lot because you are feeling what you're doing. You are doing. You're not dwelling too much over what you're doing because you're feeling it. You're interacting with the present directly. But the future or the past is a set of memory electrons that goes through your brain. You can hardly feel that
Yeah.
as compared as the present. As for the future, it's just expectations. You are expecting things to go in a good way, maybe, or in a bad way. But you can never know. The present is sure. It's spontaneous, as I said, and that's why it will help you because you are in direct touch with it. But dreaming is just like complicated because you can overthink about all the negative scenarios that will happen if you try to achieve it or purchase it. Maybe you'll think about failing along of uh, all the chances that you have. Either you win or fail, and there are a lot of scenarios where you fail in achieving those goals.
Good. Skooky, like, you're blowing me away. I'm not putting anyone on the spot, but if they're gonna top what you said, I don't know. Well, actually, I'm gonna say this. I mean, there's no right answer. It's everything's subjective. Like, no one can say a wrong answer. But Skooky, like, I love your perception. Like, I couldn't say it better than what you said. Like, I'll add my 2 bits and then I'll add Super to chit chat about it. But like, I couldn't agree with you more. Like, everyone is so focused on tomorrow, next month, next year, 5 years. Yeah, I don't know if this is a worldwide thing, but were you ever asked as a kid, like in the 5th grade, where do you see yourself in 20 years, or what do you want to be when you grow up, or even in high school, maybe like a freshman, like where do you see yourself in 10 years? In my mind, I even think when I was in that grade, that age, I didn't want to think about that. Like, I don't want to think about 5 years from now. I wanted to go, what is going to happen now, tomorrow night? You know, I want to live everything by the moment. I want to live day by day, minute by minute. If we focus on the future, then we're going to focus less on the present, which is going to stop us from achieving the future. You know, so.
Funny you mentioned that because throughout my life, my goals has been changed.
Exactly.
I've been professional or not, and that's why it's good to cling to the present more than the future because it's clearer and it's what you want at the moment.
Exactly.
But the future keeps changing because we keep changing, evolving, and our surrounding also, as people call it, fate.
I'll say this I'll say this small thing here. I'm an American, so I talk too much. But Back to the Future. I don't know if you guys ever watched that series. There was a quote by the doc, right? He says that the future's never set. It's always set to change. You know, you never can rely. So, like, the future that they saw, it cannot be as it is because it's always changing. You can never predict what's going to happen in the future. So, yeah. Hang out here, Skoogie. I'm going to bring Super up right now. This might take a while. I mean, I might make an exception, guys, and others answer this one. It seems to be a popular one. So, Super, what's going on, man?
Hi.
Hey. All good things, good things. So, what's your perception on the question here? So, what does it mean to you to live in the present?
Well, I have a similar approach with Skookie.
Coffee cup. No, I'm teasing.
But I wanna adding more.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because many of times, I guess, to answer the number one, what does it mean to live in the present? Yeah, you have to live in the present because the only problem that you have dealt with is on present, regardless of the past and the future. The moment you deal with, it's on present. And why is it sometimes hard for people to focus on the present? Because expectation, too many aiming for nonsense. Yeah, not for nonsense. Aiming for something, and so the focus on the present. It's hard for people to focus on present. Yeah, maybe
You're fading out, but I feel like you have something insightful to share. So you started to fade out your answer, so you were kind of going light. So focus. So what were you gonna say? So why is it difficult? Why is it sometimes hard for people to focus on the present?
Because if people are tend to thinking for the next 5, 10 years, and also they're preparing for the next future, and none of them preparing for what it's gonna be like on night. What will I do on the night, and what will I do for the next day when I encounter my boss or my teacher or my lecturers, or and yeah, it's difficult because there's an expectation inside of people, and I don't know, maybe it is my own uh, experience, but when I saw people that has something, it's like competition though. So I plan to just as much as good as them, but however, I'm not enjoying it because of the social dilemma that coming to in my thing in my surroundings.
Yeah. So leading to the last part of the question, so or part three, I don't know what to call it, just like other questions to that main question, because you mentioned the word stress. So how can living in the present help someone feel less stressed?
Yeah, because maybe there's a couple of uh, words from, I don't know, pop culture. You only live once.
Ah,
I
YOLI
think that you have to.
or no YOLO,
Yeah,
YOLO. Don't you guys say YOLO? You
yeah,
only live once.
yeah. Pop culture said that you only live once.
YOLO. Yeah,
And
exactly right.
the
So
moment when you live, that's you have to enjoy. And that's one thing that I can maybe offer to people, not to push them
yeah.
until they got stressed.
Yeah. Super and Scoogy, you're like nailing it. Since I don't see any other hands, well, the hand that's going up now is going to be answering the second question now. Super Scoogy, you're welcome to stay up and just hang out as others answer, and if no one else is like raising their hand, you'll have the floor to chime in. Or obviously, if you want to like simply like excuse yourself to interrupt politely, you can kind of. I mean, this is meant to be more of like a discussion slash give your own insights and stuff. There's no wrong or no wrong or right answer to these questions. Um, it's all subjective. So like, I don't think it will lead to this, but there's no need to debate. Like, no one should be debating anything. You know, like if someone came up and said, "No, you really shouldn't live in the present because blah blah blah." Like, there's no, it's not a debate. So the second question here. Oh, I lost my. Here we go. So the second question I'm going to bringing up. I don't know how to say their name, but it's a bunch of squares and then GBT. So I don't know what to call you, whoever's on there. But I'm going to read the second question now, and that is darn it. What is one thing you enjoy doing that helps you stay in the moment? How do you feel when you're doing this activity, and why do you think this activity helps you focus on the present? So again, it's an all-in-one question, and I'll ask his name when he comes up, but I don't know how to say it because it's just a bunch of characters. So the one I just brought up, may I know your name? I see GBT on there and a bunch of squares. So the characters aren't showing up for me. The one I brought up that has like what is it, Ant-Man? Can someone tell me what that image is? Scoogy or Super, what is that image of? I'm going to give you 3 seconds or I'll remove you and then someone else can chime in. So, okay. I don't hear him still, or her. All right. Anyone else want to come up? Anyone else want to come up? Well, he didn't respond, so I put him back in the audience. Guys, I'm gonna give like a 5 second time to raise hands. Pain, you were coming up, but you got disconnected, so you're welcome to come up if you want. Moo, I'll bring Moo up. No, we did not hear you. Nobody heard you. JP, can you? I love your answer. Moo, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna read off what JP said, just for his sake. Living in the present helps someone feel less stress. Living in the present can significantly reduce stress and improve overall being. Reduces anxiety by focusing on the present. We can avoid worrying about future uncertainties, which are often beyond our control. Improve mental clarity. JP, are you going off what Chat GPT said? Or did you really take time to write all that? I'm not going to read all of it, though. All right, Moo, you have the floor. So what's one thing you enjoy doing that...
Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Moo, how's it going?
I have a simple question. What are you talking about?
All right, I'm going to put you in the audience, and then you got to figure it out. Moo, I love you, man, but you got to pay attention. Sorry. If you're coming up and don't know what we're talking about, I told you, we're going to remove you from the audience. Yeah, sorry. If you don't know what we're talking about, then look in the chat, and then you'll figure it out. Once you do, Moo, I would love to give you a golden hammer to come back up. So no hate. 5 seconds, guys. Who else wants to come up? Pain, did you want to come up? It's obvious. JP, no one... Frogman. Okay, Frogman. Alright, Frog, what's going up? What's going on?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Frog. How's it going?
How are you guys? So, yeah,
You know what we're talking about, right?
Yep.
Good answer. I was right-clicking your name, and I was highlighting on audience. I have the power. All right, so I'll read the question again. What's one thing you enjoy doing that helps you stay in the moment? How do you feel when you're doing this activity? Why do you think this activity helps you focus on the present? So it's basically an all-in-one question. So it helps you to start with the first one and then move your way down. So go for it, Frogman.
Okay. One thing I enjoy doing that helps you stay in the moment
Helps me.
Okay.
Because you're talking about yourself, right? So not help you, but helps me. You're talking about yourself. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So let's put this into a context. So whenever let's say that I'm talking to someone and I need to listen to that person. So I need to focus all my attention to the person. So one thing that helps me stay in the moment and focus on listening to that person is building a connection. So any connection that any way that you can connect, for example, staring through the eyes or having eye-to-eye contact with the person, that helps for me to connect and basically enjoy the conversation we have. So that's one thing.
All right.
And yeah, so how do you feel when you're doing this activity? So how do I feel when I have a eye-to-eye contact with a person? So whenever I have an eye-to-eye contact, it helps me empty my mind and just focus on their words. So it doesn't let me wander around. It doesn't let me wander around my thoughts because you just like you empty all things and just really I don't know really the best way to explain it, but I hope you guys get the gist of it. So yeah, it makes me enjoy our conversation
me be present, you know, like to not overthink things. So why do you think this activity helps you focus on the present? So I basically answered it in my two previous questions or answers. So I guess that's it.
I was gonna say you kind of answered that one within all your answers. I mean, unless you want to elaborate at any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes what the questions I get help, like I get guidance and I look at the questions and stuff to help. I have an idea in mind, and I do use ChatGPT to formulate the questions, and then if I like it, I'll keep them or I'll reword it a bit, which I've done. So sometimes they're a little bit repetitive, but it's still good. All right. What's I gonna say? Who did I kick out really quick? Are they still in? Who's the one that asked what the topic was? Is he still here?
You already did kick them.
And I only moved him to the audience. I didn't kick him out. I just moved him to the audience. I was never gonna like ban him from. No, I wasn't gonna do that. I was just gonna move him out of the audience. But I don't know if he's still here. All right. Anyone else want to chime in? Anyone else want to chime in? I know maybe Skoogie and Super do, but I'm gonna move on to the third question because I want to end this at about maybe 30 minutes. So I want to move on to the third question. Anyone else? Okay, someone is asking for motivation. So here you go. Here's your motivation. Who's there? Payne, I will give you 1 million points if you come up on stage. There's your motivation. Payne will get 1 million points, but he has 3 seconds. He or she has 3 seconds to. All right. Fine, I'm gonna give you negative 500 million points for saying that. So you have negative 500 million points now. He has negative 500 million points. He's in the hole. Everyone else, yeah, negative 500 million points. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next question, guys. Let me see here. Who's a fast typer? Okay, so yeah, these are kind of repetitive. Oh, I guess it's not. It's kind of repetitive, but you can elaborate on it. It's kind of focusing on the first question, but it's still something you can elaborate on. So, why do people often worry about the past or the future instead of focusing on the present? So. Now, and then I want a personal experience. Can you share a time where you share a time when you felt worried about something, and what did you do to feel calm when you were worried? So I hope that makes sense. So one more time, why do people often worry about the past or the future instead of the present? Instead of focusing on the present. Can you share a time when you felt worried about something, and what do you do to feel calm when you're worried? So,
Can I chime in?
I think you will get a chance, Skoogie. I'm going to give them like a 5-second time to raise their hand. Otherwise, you'll have the floor. So, anyone who's in the audience, 25 people in the audience, you have 5 seconds to raise your hand. Sure, you look like Bill Gates. Why? So one more time, guys in the audience, you have 5 seconds to chime in, to raise your hand, or Skoogie has the floor. 4 seconds, guys. I'm probably counting down even slower. 3 seconds. Skoogie's gonna have the floor and an opportunity to speak twice. So anyone else want to come up and speak? 3 seconds, guys. Payne, come up and share your 2 cents. All right. All right, Skoogie. Skoogie, you got the floor.
Thank you. I think people who feel worried about the future and the past, it's a big proof or showcase of the level of contentment they have. And I, as a person, I also had this problem with contentment. I wasn't a content person of things I had. And the things I was doing is planning much for the future, thinking about the past, saving up money in order to do this, that, vacations, the rule. And I found out that when I saved up, I used them in other things where I was obliged to spend money there. and I wasted an opportunity to use to leverage all my pain and efforts to enjoy my life, which is basically the main theme of this topic. Living the present. And I think you can't enjoy yourself without focusing on the present. You can't enjoy yourself while thinking about the past, just reminiscing sad memories mostly. The future, you'll be worried about what you will do. So what I did was from that day on, I started to care less because I know that causing too much pain on myself just so I can have more secure future or more happy future is not a good plan for me. So I rather would balance it out. I would spend time, money on myself. I will use my time in having fun, entertaining myself, playing games, going here and there. That's my answer.
All right. Thank you so much, Skoogie. That's an awesome answer. I like it. Um, I was gonna say, Skoogie, did you? I didn't hear. Did you pretty much answer all three in once? You pretty much answered all three. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Skoogie. All right, Roshi, you're up. Yeah, you got a cool voice. You could do like a voice gig. Um, 2 seconds, Roshi. Yes, Roshi. Hold on 1 second. Skoogie, if you go on Upwork or Fiverr, you should do voice work, like voiceover. See people who need a voiceover. You just do your voice, whatever they want you to say, within reason. But your voice, it sounds really cool. You get like paid, just like say, hey, I'll do voice work for you. I'll record what you want me to record. You just record it. You give a voice sample. If they like it, they use it. They don't use it. And all you do is you record your voice. Like you can make bank with that. Honestly, anyone here who has a unique voice. I know I'm kind of going off topic. Sorry. If you have a unique voice or a voice that stands out, like I call it a radio voice or a voice, whatever, you can make bank with it. It doesn't matter where you're from, and it could be in your own native tongue too. Like they always are looking for people to do voice. Like look for if you look at voice over work or yeah. All right. Anyways, yeah. So I just want to say that really quick. All right. Now back to the subject. Master, you're up, buddy. The same question. Did you see the question, Master Roshi? I don't want to put you in the audience. Hopefully you.
Yes, I see. Why the people often worry about the past or future instead of focusing on the present?
Yes, you're absolutely right, dude. All right, go for it. And then you got a 3-part. It's basically all in one question and just breaks it down so you can answer it better. So focus on the first question and then continue on with the same question. So why do people, so this is, again, the subjective, like there's no wrong answer. And then why do people often worry about the past and future instead of focusing on the present? And then share a personal story. A time when you felt worried about something, and then what did you do to calm yourself down about being worried?
Yeah, and I think that people are worried about the past and the future because they can't change or control what is going to happen. And they are worried about these things because it's really bad. They don't know what is going to happen and how to control the things. And I was in that time when I was in the exams, and the first 2 exams it was good enough, but I was worried about the third exam because I didn't know some things that I need to study, and I didn't prepared for the exams, and I was really worried about that time. What is gonna happen if I gonna pass, if I study enough. But what helped me to stay calm was to go and walk or meditate about these things, and everything was fine.
All right, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, we're at the 30 mark, guys. We have 15 minutes. I'm gonna throw in another question. Everyone who's on stage is up for grabs to participate, but again, audience has priority, so you guys just have to request to come up. But I will do a quick countdown because I don't want to wait like 2 minutes or 5 minutes for people to go. So also, guys, please pay attention to what we're talking about. I don't want to hear a hand raise and then have someone go, "Oh, what did we talk about?" So, to everyone in the audience, to everyone on stage, how do you remind yourself to focus on what's happening now? What simple things can people do to help them stay present? Again, it's kind of repetitive, but it does give you a chance to expand your answers, or you can, perceive it however you want. You can skip it if you want. Do you think taking deep breaths can help? Why or why not? Don't ignore. I'm a good pain. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you, Skoogie. You're getting you got 10 billion points right now. Pain has negative 10 billion points because he's not coming up. Since he doesn't care about points. All right. So anyone in the audience want to chime in and share? Otherwise, I'll go to Super or Frogman if no one else chimes in. Yeah. So Super, you got the floor.
There's some girl already raised her hand.
Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. I'm gonna bring him up now. Sorry. Thank you for keeping an eye on that. How do you see people are on stage? That's okay. I didn't know. How did you know someone raised their hand? That's weird.
Just scroll down.
No. I mean, I didn't know, but you guys could see that as students. So.
There's the hand gesture, white hand over the icon.
Oh, okay. I got him up. Okay. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. What may I call you?
You can call me Anna, and I'm from Vietnam.
Did you say Anna?
Yeah.
All right, got it. All right, so do you see the question I posted, right? I just wanted to make sure you're... Okay. I trust you guys are paying attention. I'm not trying to be a monster, guys. I'm not. I just... All right, so I'll read the question again so everyone can hear it. So how do you, again, this is you, not people in general, but just you personally, how do you remind yourself to focus on what's happening now? And what are some simple things, what simple things can people do to help them stay present? And do you think deep breaths, again, subjective, no one can hate on you for saying yes or no, but do you think taking deep breaths can help? Why or why not?
Okay, here's my answer. To remind yourself to focus on the present, you can try these simple techniques. First of all, you should take a moment to focus on your breath. Pay attention to each inhale and exhale. This can help you anchor to the present moment. And you should also doing some exercise. This involves you using your sense to bring your attention to the here and now. For example, notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear.
Miss Anna, I'm so sorry. I don't want to interrupt you. I apologize. I don't want to know what people can do. I want to know what you do. What do you do to remind yourself to focus on what's happening now? What is something you do? Not what people do. Not what people could do. But I want to know what you do. What do you do? How do you remind yourself to focus on what's happening now?
I often think I'm often overthinking, and I tell myself to not overthinking anymore and just focus on at the moment, and encourage myself to do the best, to do my best in the task for the task.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. And in your opinion, do you think people, in your opinion, so in your own opinion, not what anyone else says, not what Super says, not what Frogman says, is what you say, do you think taking deep breaths can help? Focusing on the now rather than what happened before or what's going to happen? do you think taking breaths can help soothe that stress process? So do you think that taking deep breaths can help? Why or why not?
I think taking breath. Uh, I highly agree to this opinion because there are many things you can do to help you focus to the present, like do exercise or something like take a break and entertain and, and do entertainment.
Okay, all right. And anything else you want to add on to what you shared?
Um,
Any
I,
other 2 cents you want to give to the audience?
I don't know because I I often don't I often over I am often overthinking and I often have many stress because to study where I have to study a lot and I don't know uh, how to prevent me from uh, not overthinking anymore. I just have some methods to prevent me from overthinking.
All right. Thank you so much, Anna, for sharing. And please stay up in the audience and just hang out. I'll bring another person up as well to answer the same question. And again, if the opportunity rises, if you want to lightly jump in, you're welcome to. If the moment makes sense. So thank you, Anna, for sharing. I appreciate hearing your perceptive answer there. So, Masto, I'm going to bring you up. Sorry, audience has a priority. I know I was gonna give Super a chance, and then we had another person come up. So Masto,
Teacher, sorry. Yeah.
all good. We got you up here. Let's go ahead and share your 2 cents, man. So do you know what the questions are, right?
No, sorry. I just arrived.
You just arrived. Okay, I'm gonna put you in the audience. You gotta look in the chat and pay attention, and then you can come back up. All right, Super, you got the floor.
Okay. How do you remind yourself to focus on what's happening now? Yeah. In my opinion, when I have to remind myself is when focus on something. I'm doing something like breathe, taking a deep breath and inhale smoothly, and I make my thoughts clearer, and pretending that it's going to be fine. I'm going to manage this stress, and yeah, that's a whole point. And for the last questions, I think deep breath can definitely help a person to deal the stress management. Yeah, one of the key for the stress management. So I guess people tend should not tend, should have preparing their present moment by taking a deep breath. Sometimes the simple gestures like deep breath and exhale it often help us or help
Yeah,
me, especially me, to deal with the present.
exactly. All right, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm gonna present a new question. Now, what's our time now? Am I making my goal of 45 minutes? Never. All right, I think so. This will be the last question, I believe. So, Master, I will bring you up, but I will ask the question first. So before I bring you up, please look at the questions and see if you were able to convey an answer. So the question now is, how can living in the present make life more enjoyable, and then tell me a moment when you felt very happy, and why do you think living in the present makes some people feel happier. So Masto, I'm gonna bring you up. I hope you're able to understand the question, and then you can answer to however you wish. So, all right. Hello, Masto. Welcome back.
Hello. My name is Thomas.
Thomas, I have no idea. I'm only reading. You know that you can change your name, I think, in Discord. I think you can.
Yes, I will.
Otherwise, I'm gonna just butcher every username I see. So, Mr. Thomas, how can living in the present? Well, I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna ask you something really fast, quickly before you answer. What does living in the present mean to you? Do you know what that means? Living in the present.
Yes.
Okay, what does it mean
Yes.
to you?
Maybe stay focused on the things that's happening now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you said it short and simple. Perfect. Okay, so based on that, how can living in the present make life more enjoyable? And then can you tell me tell me about a moment when you felt very happy? And why do you think living in the present makes some people feel happier? So it's kind of like if you go down in order, you can kind of answer it all together. That's the guide there. So it's kind of to guide you to give a full answer. So you have the floor.
Okay, for me, living in the present makes my life more enjoyable because when I'm in the present, I can talk with my friends and enjoy the present and not thinking the future. Just enjoy the present with the things that I know now, and it's hard to explain my feeling, but I remember that when I was a kid, I didn't use the phone, the phone, cell phone. So I'm always was with my family, so with my brothers and my parents at home. And I remember that this was really important for me and for my to enjoy my life. So now with the cell phone, and I think that I'm living the future. I'm always living the future, thinking in the things that I need to be better, and thinking how can I do something better. And for me, it's important to focus with the things that we have now and the things that we know now, the things that we can enjoy now when we are with with people we are talking or just playing something. I don't know.
I love it, man. Great answer. Perfect. Anyone else? And thank you so much for sharing. Stay up and hang out in the audience. I mean, in the not audience. In the stage. Mixing my words. Anyone else in the audience want to share their 2 cents? Oh, I see a hand up. I'll bring them up. Blank-minded. Oh, that would be an interesting answer. Blank-minded. All right. Blank-minded, you have the floor. Unless you say, what are we talking about? Blank-minded, are you there?
This is Ahmed. I want to share my thoughts on your question. First of all, you asked the question about that how to remain present. I think you need whenever you find out you are overthinking that think you are not really in the trap of mind that when you feel you are overthinking, you already escape the trap of your mind. The only thing you need to uh, increase the timeline of being present. Uh,
Did you say increase the timeline to be present? I like that. Did I hear you correctly? I like that. Increase the timeline to be present. Is that what you said?
Whenever you find yourself that whenever you think that you are overthinking, so I think you know that you are in control, or you need to improve your thinking level. So you committed to yourself. Uh, you will not fall into that trap again, uh, as much as long as you can. You practice and again, and until it's become the part of your personality.
All right. Blank minded, thank you so much for sharing. What may I call you? I'm sure that's a Discord name, but what may I call you? What is your
This is Ahmed.
Agma? Okay, Agma. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. All right. We have time for one more, and that's gonna be Storm. Unless he says, "What are we talking about?" Then we'll give another person a chance. So, Storm, you have the floor. If he's able to come up. So our last speaker for the night is Storm, but please stay with me, guys. And also, if you have written the responses, let me know and tag me in them so I could read your responses if you've been tagging your answers. Storm, hello? Storm?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
So we're looking forward to your answer.
Oh, I just joined.
Okay, I'm going to put you back in the audience, all right? And look and scroll up and see what we're talking about. All right. All right, maybe Storm might not get a chance. Please, guys, if you're coming to class, you cannot go inside a classroom in the middle of a lecture and interrupt the professor and say, "What are you talking about?" That would not be the brightest thing to do. But Mr. Storm, I would love you to come back on stage. I'm going to give you a golden hammer here, Storm. So take about 1 minute, scroll up, look at the question, and see what the questions are. And if you are able to answer, come back up. I would love, I have nothing but love for you, and I would love you to come up. Lucy, do you want to come up? And if you have written responses, please quote them and I will read them, okay? This is also recorded. You can rewatch, hear what we talked about, and comment below, and tell me what you guys want to learn next. Like right now we got 25 people, right? So ideally, selfishly, guys, I would love for 25 of you guys to get on that live, comment after the live is over. Let me know what you guys want to learn next. It helps the algorithm. It helps others see my videos. And it helps me get monetized. Anyone else want to share their 2 cents, 2 bits, their opinion on the last set of questions? How can life in the present be more enjoyable? And a moment when you felt happy. And if you think living in the present makes some people feel happier. In my opinion, since no one else is sharing, I honestly think that it can make a more enjoyable life. That life can be enjoyed more if we're living in the present. Because stress happens if you're thinking about the past or thinking about the future. The more you think about the past, future, the more stress you're going to build up, the shorter your life is going to be. All right. So I'm looking for answers, guys. If you guys have written responses, I want to see what you guys said. Did anyone leave a written response I did not acknowledge? And Skoogie, props to you, man, for writing everything down for them. I'm sure they appreciate it. All right. I'm going to end with that then. And before you... I'm freezing. I'm freezing. All right, before I go, guys, I do want to say one thing. I do want to say that Discord, this English Hub, is really great. There are a lot of places to go to get help. At the moment, I can't tag. Let me see if I can actually paste this here. Hold on. I will do this. I'm gonna paste something for you that's gonna be golden for you guys. Alright, 1 second, guys. Alright, so I want to share a couple things, guys, before Tyson. I'm kind of closing it up, but I'm gonna let you have a final say. But Tyson, if you don't know what we're talking about, I would definitely put your hand down. So if I bring you up, Tyson, and you don't know what we're talking about, then you're back in the audience. So it's up to you. About what? Okay, you got it. Okay, you're up, Tyson. Come up. And I'm gonna after you come up, Tyson, I'm gonna close the stage. I forgot to close the stage. Tyson, fix your network. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Now I forgot to close the stage, but you're lucky. All right. You got final closing thoughts, Tyson, and then I will end it as well. So final answers.
Yeah, I want to share.
Go for it.
Do you agree living in the present can make you happier? That I agree that living in the present can make you happier. When you focus on the present moment, you're less likely to be weighed down by regrets from the past or anxiety about the future. This helps you appreciate what you have, notice the small choice in life, and fully engage with the people and activities around you. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or future. It's about finding balance. You can learn from the past and plan for the future while still savoring the now. Do you find it difficult to stay present, or are you working on the mindset?
Yeah. So can you tell me a moment that let me see my notes here. So there was a three-part question I wanted to know. So, in your opinion, why do you think living in the present makes some people feel happier?
Because it helps you appreciate what you have, notice the small joys in life, and fully engage with the people and activities around you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about exactly. I think I agree with everyone saying, because like if people are so focused on the what ifs and the what happened, and it's just going to just create more stress. It's going to create um, more confusion. It's going to make us older. It's because if you're more stressed, you'll age faster. You age faster, you have a shorter lifespan. So, but yeah, I agree with what you're saying. All right. So thank you, Tyson, for sharing that. Before we go, I do want to share some things that I found on Discord to be quite helpful. And these are some channels you guys can go to get some help with your English. Okay. You can tag me in the Discord. If I see it, I will respond to it as well. I do also want to say that I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I've been teaching for over, thank you, Skoogie, I didn't even do that. Yes, that one as well. I've been teaching for over 15 years. This is not like my first rodeo. This is not my first time, doing this. This is what my job and what my profession is. So you can tag me in the Discord. I also provide VIP classes as well. and you guys can sign up for that and get 50% off. You can join the group for $15. If there's more than 10 people that join, I'll give you guys 10, I think it's like 10 30-minute classes, I think. I have to look at my notes again. Or if it's just one-on-one, I can give you two 20-minute classes for that as well. So you guys can join the group, and it's an exclusive group, so you will have like a membership. And it's only $15. Put it this way, it's less than a cup of coffee. You know, yes, really, yes, really, $15. Yes, I'm not kidding. I'm going to double it next month because I'm going to lose money if I get people joining. If 10 people join, sure, join. Now, if it's one-on-one, I need to look at my notes, but if it's one-on-one, it is two 20-minute classes, like VIP 20-minute classes. But I gotta make yeah, that's right. So if you guys opt for one-on-one, it's two 20-minute VIP classes, or if there's more than 10 students that join, I believe it will be 10 30-minute class sessions. So.
Sure, you are frozen for me.
Sorry?
You are frozen for me.
Am I frozen? Am I still frozen?
Yeah. Just the voices.
JP, what are you talking about? Yeah, it might be you, buddy. Maybe exit the. Yeah, it might be you. Chat and anyone in the audience. I know who said it was really Tyson. Do you have any questions? You want to come up on stage and ask questions? Like, do you have any questions about that you want to ask? Oh yeah, you're on stage. Sorry, Tyson, you're on stage. I thought you went off. Yeah, I mean, so my goal, and if you guys want to have input in what value you would like to have in this group class, my goal is to get at least like 10 of you guys to join, and then I can provide 10 30-minute sessions, group sessions, not one-on-one. Or if you guys prefer, actually, if we get 20, I believe I might be able to squeeze you guys in for VIP classes too. I have to look and structure it out accordingly. But my idea was to do group classes, but I do know like some of you guys like one-on-one. So the idea is to do at least 10 of you guys in a group, and it will be like, I don't know if all 10 of you would be able to join every single class, but it would have to be, I would do my best. For example, if Frogman and Tyson, I don't know if you're in a different time zone or not, but it would have to be during Vietnam time zones and when I'm available. And I'm very flexible, and I don't think you guys are far from Vietnam, right? Frogman and Tyson, as an example, maybe 4 or 5 hours apart.
Can you say it again?
Yeah, I'm in Vietnam, so it is 10 p.m. right now. What time is it for you right now? Or audience, you can answer. Yeah.
I'm 10 a.m. too.
Oh, okay, we're at the same time. Yeah. So,
it's 9:55 p.m.
It's 10:55 here.
It's 10:55. Okay. So let me give you guys and the audience and you guys just an idea. So it is 10 p.m. over here. So I would be able to hold classes before 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Before 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and after 9:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. So I'm very flexible. I would even be up at midnight giving you guys a class if that seemed to be ideal. But it is $15 a month. All right, you can opt for two 20-minute VIP classes, and it's a way that you can schedule it. So I would give you a free link to schedule a class, and you would see my availability, and the link will also tell you your time zone. So, for example, I think Frogman, you said it's 11. Who said it was 11 o'clock almost? Someone said that. It will give it to your time zone. Oh, Frogman. So yeah. So when you look at the link, it will actually, if you're gonna make a schedule, you can go to my profile as well. Like if you were to book a schedule, it would show your time zone. So I don't know how many people are interested in that. I'm very lazy and I don't feel like putting a group together, but I know Tyson seemed really interested, and maybe I'll put you on the spot, Tyson, but maybe they can message you if they're interested in the group classes, and then you guys can facilitate a time, because Tyson, you're the same time zone, right? So you guys can decide on a good time. So either before 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, or after 9:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Saturdays, I might squeeze it in. Now, on top of that, guys, so on top of that, I'm losing people here. They have to pay something. They don't want to listen. But I will also be in the group, like through voice messages, text messages. Like I'm not gonna be on that chat 24/7, but like you guys are able to just speak in English as well, and I will try to chime in every time I can, and it will be for $15 a month. Like I said, I think I'm getting ripped off, to be honest. I am. Especially Tyson saying that's way too less, so maybe I should just double it. Tyson, are you in Vietnam, by the way?
Yeah, I'm Vietnam.
Oh.
I live in Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, I'm in Ho Chi Minh, dude. I'm in D7. I forgot to mention that too. Yeah, I live in Ho Chi Minh. I'm in D7 near Starlight Bridge. So.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll meet for a coffee or something, bro.
Yeah. Are you travel in Vietnam?
No, I'm living here. I've been living here since the end of January. So.
Do you have any job in Ho Chi Minh?
No, I'm independent. I work for myself. Tyson, I don't want to put you on the spot, but would you mind being the group leader? Like they can message you, and then you can put a mini group together on Discord. Now, don't message them. Make sure they message you, and then you put a mini group together, and then you guys can see if it works for you. Like I said, you know my availability before 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Sorry, I said 5. But before 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then after 9:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Weekends, I really don't want to do, guys, but if you guys must have it. If I'm offering 10 classes, maybe it'd be like twice or 3 times a week, like twice a week maybe. So maybe I do something in the morning. But again, even if you guys get like 3 or 4 classes, like it's impossible that all 10 of you will join. But like maybe 5 people join one class, maybe 8 people join another class, maybe 3 join another class. But there'll be 10 classes, and I will do my best to facilitate it to make it easy for everyone to join. So ideally, I like the majority of you to join. So yeah. But yeah, so 15. That's about what, 350,000 Vietnam dong. And Frogman, are you in China?
Nope.
Oh, I was only guessing because you're an hour ahead.
Southeast Asia.
You're where?
Yeah, no.
Where are you, Frogman?
I'm from the Philippines.
Oh, Philippines. All right, cool. All right, guys. I'm winding myself down. Any more questions, Tyson? We can. I'll also give you my Zalo, Tyson, if you'd like. We can chat there as well if you have any more questions. But yeah, Tyson, if you got like a group of like 9 college buddies, just ask them to join. And make it easy, Tyson. You don't even have to pay through the website. I have a bank app I can give you guys as well. So, but we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Any questions, guys, before I let you guys go? Before I go, I'm going to give you guys the link again. So there is a link, guys. I am live Maybe you won't want to listen to this portion, but Super Sanji, yes, I will message you. Super Sanji, where are you from, Sanji? Did you leave yet? Okay, you're the same. Are you an hour ahead, Super? I'm assuming you're an hour ahead. Okay. Oh, perfect. So Tyson, you got Super who's interested, and Frogman, were you interested? You're kind of quiet. Wasn't sure.
Nah, I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah. So there's three of you right there. I can also do a custom arrangement. So maybe if it's just the three of you right now, if you guys want to lock in like 3 people, I will adjust the tuition a little bit. So you won't be paying $15. You'll pay a little bit more if you guys want to lock in a group of 3, like a VIP class for 3 students. I can lock you guys in on the price. So if that's something that you're interested in. So it's 10 o'clock over here, and I can't think straight. Maybe Tyson can figure out a price for me. If it's 15 for 10 to join, I don't know. Like, it would be a little bit more if you guys want like 10 classes. But it would be a little bit more. Or maybe you guys just like want a class a week. Like you want a class a week, like 4 classes a month. I can adjust the price that way. So, and lock you guys in, the 3 of you. So somebody can group you guys together. Like I said, Tyson, maybe you can yeah. Tyson, are you okay? I kind of put you on the spot. Are you okay if Frogman and Super message you? I just basically
Can you answer my question, Billy? Because the first that are you give me classes, it's a great chance for me to improve in English because
yes.
it really are not expensive. It's I think it's a great money for guys to learn with you.
Yeah,
I will schedule my work and my school to join with you.
Oh, that would be amazing. I haven't ironed out the details, and people in the audience, I'm sorry if you're confused. I feel like maybe Frogman, Super, and Tyson, we should do a quick group chat so we're not delaying the audience. Unless the audience is listening. I see y'all, hello. I just don't want to waste the stage time, but we do have time. That's what I'm saying. So, anyways, that would be amazing, Tyson. I haven't figured out the logistics. Like, let's say hypothetically 20 joined. I don't know if I should be maximizing 10 in a group, or 8 in a group, or whatnot. Or my idea was 10 students, $15, 10 classes, 10 group classes, not one-on-one, but 10 group classes for 30 minutes, scheduled at a certain time that everybody can join. It won't be good for someone who's like, I don't know, like in South America, because their time zone's way different than us. Or it could work. Like Egypt right now, it is, 3 p.m. in Egypt. So, but yeah, I would love that, Tyson. I'm going to give you my Zalo before I forget. Because I'll forget. We're going to message you. So I'm going to give you my my number. That's how you can find me on Zalo. 795. What do you do for work, Tyson, if you don't mind me asking? What do you do for work?
I'm an engineer in
okay.
Ultimate City.
Cool. All right. I gave you my Vietnamese number. Frogman, I'll message Tyson. Yeah. No need to be locked in, Frogman. No pressure. All right. With that said, Tyson, we can convert in Zalo or back in Discord, whatever you want, and we can discuss details further. Maybe you have some additional ideas how to make it a great idea. Because my goal, Tyson, is to give a fair price and give myself a fair tuition or a fair pay. You know, I don't mind charging less if I can get more. If that makes sense. Like, if 20 people join, I can give more. The more that join, the more I can give back. It's not. I don't mind the amount of teaching time I do. It's if I can get more for it, the amount of classes I teach doesn't really faze me so much. So I don't mind giving more if more join. So, but we'll talk more about it later. All right, audience, if you're here, scroll up. There is a live session that just took place. If you want to listen to it. Otherwise, thank you so much, Tyson. We'll be in touch. We'll catch up, and Sonic will be in touch as well. All right. Thanks everyone. Thank you. Goodbye.